Lisa, let's start with maybe probably the biggest question people have when they're thinking about retirement. Will my income actually be enough to cover my monthly expenses in retirement?
Well, Anne-Marie, that's a really great question, and I get that question all the time because people spend their whole life saving and saving to get their big pile of money to retire. And they have questions about, is this enough to retire? Will I be able to live the lifestyle I want to? And there's a number of things that go into that decision. Cash flow, as you mentioned, is really the number one thing. Having a good sense of what are your expenses in retirement. There's a lot of misconceptions about that. So what are those expenses? What do you have coming in? My philosophy is that everybody needs to have a steady source of income coming in retirement, whether they're 55 and retiring or 70 and retiring, having that consistent income coming in to cover those expenses. And then number 3 is, what are you going to do with the remaining part of your money, of that big pile? If you have those consistent money coming in every month to cover your expenses, you can invest and continue to invest pretty aggressively because that what you need is right, you're covered in that.
Okay.
So if I can just go back to expenses.
Okay.
What expenses do you need? A lot of people think that they're moving to the villages or they're coming to an area around the villages, and they think, I'm paying this amenity fee, so I'm really not going to have any entertainment expenses. And what we have found, we've studied this, and what we have found is the average person retiring actually spends 30% more in their retirement than they do when they're working. And people are shocked by that.